Welcome to 100 Songs. This is episode 30. We're going to talk about the song Saeglopur from the band Sigur Ros from Reykjavik, Iceland. This particular song is on the album Takk, which was off of their, it's off the album Takk. It's their fourth album. Sigur Ros. They combine rock instruments with some electronic, some orchestra. I think you can call them post-rock, very atmospheric, dreamy. There's some shoegaze, pretty heavy in terms of emotional. That's definitely there. And what has attracted me to them initially has been that just that heavy, cathartic feeling you have when you listen to them. And I have a lot of memories of going on long walks and sort of listening to them and just thinking and reflecting about stuff. Certain music kind of does that to you. This is one of those kind of bands. Band formed in 1994. Like I said, they're from Reykjavik, Iceland. All the songs are in Icelandic, so there's none of it is in English. So unless you're gonna look up all the meanings of the songs or try to translate the album into English, you're not really gonna know what they're talking about. Plus, it wasn't easy to do back then when this came out. I think these days it's a little easier to listen to a record and have a full translation right there on the internet that you could get in and look at, or somebody somewhere has done it, and then you can get into that. But not so much in 2005, I don't think. Sigur Ros is named after one of the band members' sisters. It roughly translates to, I don't know if it's rough, translates to Victory Rose. My two favorite albums from them, the way I discovered them, is their second album that came out, Ep30, and I would say that's their breakthrough album, and which is pretty good for their second record. I would consider that one my favorite album from them too. And the other one I like a lot is the record that's open paren, close paren, parentheses. I don't know why I just put my hands up. That doesn't help at all. Totally unnecessary. But that's the I think their third album, and then Takk, which has Saeglopur on it, is their fourth album. There's a bunch after that. They've come out with something pretty recently, actually, that I have not yet listened to. So I want to check that out. They've had some kind of long periods of time where they haven't come out with a full album. They do have some soundtrack type work that they've done too, which makes sense when you listen to their music. Over the years, they've also had some pretty compelling music videos that go along with their songs. There's a DVD I got a long time ago that just has different performances of some of their songs across Iceland. Some of them are very small performances in front of a handful of people, and some of them are in a big kind of stadium show type of thing. I did see them live, and I'm not remembering the year. I could have looked it up, I suppose. I don't have the ticket stub anymore because this is post ticket stub collecting. Because really most of it's a printout or something that isn't much of a keepsake, like the old school Bass ticket that we used to have. But it was in the last 10 years. It was like probably 6, 7, 8 years ago, something along those lines. Not exactly sure. San Francisco, pretty big venue. It was a good show. I had a really good time. I went with a buddy of mine from England who now lives here in the States, and we had a good time. It was Bill Graham Civic Auditorium, I believe. Yes. And we got a contact high in that concert. There was somebody smoking copious amounts of weed in front of us or somewhere near us. And after a couple hours of that, we, we had a fairly large dinner before the concert. And then after the concert, we were walking back to the hotel, like middle of the night. Not middle of the night, but it was after midnight. And I think it was after midnight. Anyway, we ended up having another large, like full-blown Chinese food dinner. And it occurred to us afterwards that, oh yeah, we got super high and hungry. So we were like eating ridiculous amounts of food. There's nothing to do with the album, just or the song, just a memory that just occurred to me. So the song Saeglopur is, I literally got chills the first time I heard it. It's a beautiful song. It really is. It starts off with a twinkling kind of song, really gentle, pleasant, and then it very quickly goes into an extended crescendo that then carries most of the song. And it really, it's kind of a big, feels like a big emotional release type of thing. And I think you hear people talk about Sigur Ros, they'll have a story or a memory of like that, like I said, that cathartic sort of like emotional release to it. At least people that are capable of that, or people that are open to that sort of thing. I think that's what draws some of us to music like this, like that element of it. What else about the song? It's I think we should just listen to part of it. So this is going to be the end of the opening segments. It's about a minute and a half into the song where that crescendo hits, and then it goes for a while. The song is about a lost fisherman and the hardships of the sea, living in the sea, or that kind of way of life, I guess. And what does this part up here mean? So I'm looking at the lyric. I'm trying to remember what that translates to. What does it translate to? A lost sailor alive who returns to shore. And they repeat that part several times. And the crescendo bit is sort of that, oh, thank goodness, this guy's been out there, but now he's safe and he's back. That's what this particular line up here means. Okay, let's get into this song a little bit. that glockenspiel at the beginning of this clip. I think you get the idea. So that's not even halfway into the song. It kind of goes like that for a bit. Highly recommend checking it out. Try those albums I was talking about. Agudus Bidium, I think, is a good place to start. I would start there. Yeah. Let's take a look at what we will be talking about next time. Where are we headed? Oh, great. Okay. He's Simple, He's Dumb, He's the Pilot by the band Grandaddy, who is coming out with a new record after a long time of not having a full regular release. We will check that out. Well, not the new record. Maybe we should. But we're going to listen to something off their Sophomore Slump album. He's Simple, He's Dumb, He's the Pilot. We'll do that next time. Thanks. Take it easy.